Happy Wednesday, you beautiful 99ers. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far, or a wonderful week rather. Here in Northern California, it's really cloudy, so we're expecting to get a lot of rain this week. So I thought this would be a perfect day to make this meal, and this was actually requested by one of you guys. So Valerie, this one's for you, girl. Sorry, I forgot last week, and I was so excited about making the agua fresca that I postponed the meal, but I am making it today. So today's meal is a veggie chili. So I'm really excited to make that for you guys. It's going to be a pretty simple one. I think we all know how to make chili, but of course my version is going to be vegetarian. And of course, if you've been watching my channel, you know that I always make things a little different, or add things or take things out. So, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. I am Sway to the 99. Sorry, I wear my manners. So if you are new, welcome. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I do post videos every Wednesday and Saturday. Wednesdays we make Wednesdays are cooking videos where I make meals using ingredients from the 99. And Saturdays are store walkthroughs, product reviews, and what's in my cart. So welcome guys, and let's get started. All right, guys, so starting off with the main ingredients, we're going to be using 2 of the Boca vegan or veggie patties. These actually taste like meat, so if you see these again at your 99, I would definitely grab them. I'm also going to throw in a little bit of the soy chorizo, so I want to make it very meaty. I don't have tomato paste, so I'm going to be using the marinara sauce. So you got to improvise where you can or when you have to. I will be using a little bit of the cheddar cheese just at the very end to top it off. And I promise you guys, this stuff is so good. It's vegan cheese, but it tastes just like regular cheese. I had this exact one over the weekend. I made a grilled cheese, and if you haven't seen that, I posted on Sway to the 99 Instagram. And it's really good. So if you guys see it, I would definitely grab one. They have different flavors, and of course I grabbed a couple of each. But so far, this one has not disappointed. So anyway, moving on. Also, I'm going to dice up these tomatoes. Going to throw in some peppers, and I think one of them, or a couple of them, are starting to get a little shriveled up. I think I might have forgotten a couple of them in my fridge. However, I'm not going to let them go to waste, so I'm going to throw them into my chili. And of course, we have our onion, our kidney beans. I will be throwing a little bit of the Momofuku Korean chili sauce because this stuff is great. I may throw in a little bit of this too, I'm not sure yet. And of course, our spices. So as you can see, this is a pretty simple recipe. And like I said, you make it your own. This is how I make my version. So, just to give you guys an idea. So this is it, guys. All right, so let me get everything prepared and I'll bring you right back. All right, guys, so what I'm doing now is I'm just going to chop up my tomatoes, and at the same time I'm warming up the pan so the pan will be nice and ready for me to throw the burgers on. And while I'm doing that, also I will be just finishing up all the veggies, or chopping up all the different veggies, and then once the patties are warmed up and nice and cooked, I will crush them and throw them into the pan. So for now, let's just jump in and actually we're already in it, but let's continue chopping up our veggies. And yeah, and tell me guys how you make your chili. I know most of you probably don't make the vegetarian options, but I'm always curious as to how people make theirs, just because I feel like there's tons of ideas out there on YouTube. So I'm always curious as to how you guys make it at home. And I think especially with this weather here in the San Francisco Bay Area, today is definitely a perfect day to make chili, just because it's very cloudy, it's kind of cold. You would not even think that it's summertime, but again, I think this is definitely a great go-to meal, and it's very filling. And what I like about it too is that I feel like the longer you leave it in the fridge and you warm it up, it tastes even better. I don't know if it's just me. So all right guys, so I'm going to continue chopping these tomatoes up, and I'll bring you right back. So now that I have the tomatoes nicely chopped up, my next part is my favorite, is chopping onions. Okay, maybe not my favorite part, but I definitely do enjoy onions. What are some of the tricks that you guys have when you're chopping onions so you don't cry your eyes out when you're cooking? Because I don't know if it's just me, or I know everybody cries, or most people do cry when they're chopping onions, but I feel like for whatever reason, red onions for me are extra. Like, they make me cry extra. So I don't know. If you guys have any tricks, please do share in the comments below. And also, guys, as you can see, I do make meals that are suggested by you guys. So if you are If there is something that you'd like to see how I make, let me know. And I know there's a couple of ideas that are out there and I still do need to get through, so promise that I will be doing those. I've just been a little bit backed up, and I did, you know, as I'm filming or as I'm about to film, you know, sometimes new ideas come into mind, and I feel like sometimes you just kind of have to go with it, simply because that I think overall that sometimes those are the best ideas for that day particularly. But today definitely felt like a perfect day for chili. So, all right, so I'm going to finish chopping up these veggies and then we'll be right back. So now we have our diced tomato, our diced peppers, and of course our tomatoes. And I did put a little bit of salt and pepper and into this just so it gives it a little bit of flavor. So while it's waiting there, I figured, you know, let me add a little bit of spice, or seasoning rather. And of course our kidney beans. I like to just keep all the juices in because once it starts to cook, everything will start to evaporate. So I'd like to keep a little bit of moisture in so it doesn't dry up for me. And then just to show you guys the Boca burgers, it's crazy how these look just like real burgers and they taste pretty real to me as well. So once these are done cooking, I'm just literally gonna mash them up and then throw them into the pan. So I'm gonna start getting the all the veggies a little bit ready. So I'm gonna start warming up the pan and get everything in it, getting everything in. So once the burgers are ready, it should be a pretty quick, just throw it in and make sure everything gets all kind of combined and nice and mixed. So, all right guys, this one should be a good one. So now the veggies are getting nice and mixed in. I'm going to throw in the tomatoes in a moment. And as you can see, I've already crushed up the burgers. And I think I'm not going to use the Mamafuku sauce because I just took a little bit of a taste on this. And this stuff is spicy. So I'm going to probably throw about half the can in. So it's going to be a pretty spicy chili. And I wish you guys could be in my kitchen right now because this stuff smells so freaking good. So Valerie, thank you so much for the suggestion. I am so happy I'm making this because it smells amazing in this kitchen right now. So I wish you guys could be here. So, all right, continuing on, I'll be right back. All right, so now that I've thrown in the beans, I'm just gonna throw in a little bit of the paste, or maybe a lot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit of the tomato sauce as well, just so I have a little bit more of the liquid substance in here. So I want to throw in as much as I can of the actual chipotle sauce, and that's going to give it that very nice spicy flavor, although I may regret it later. But for the sake of the video and for the sake of the taste, the delicious flavor, I'm going to give it a try. So. And I know I probably have mentioned the Bon Jovi sauce before. I apologize, the glare. But I actually really do enjoy the sauce. It's really good. And what I like about it too is that it's not a lot. So you don't, if you are making a small dinner for just 2 or 3 of you, this is perfect. Or if you, if you're just not going to make a big dinner or a meal, you can just close this up and, reuse it for another time. So. All right, I'm just gonna let this kind of stew in for a moment and then throw in the meat. All right, so now that pretty much the soup itself is starting to get nice and heated, I'm going to throw in the burger meat into the mix, so that way everything finishes to cook together. And I did add a little bit of the marinara sauce into the meat, so that way it wasn't just going to dry up while I was waiting for everything else to cook. And I'm also going to throw in a little bit of the soy chorizo. Again, I just want to give it that very extra meaty flavor. And what you want to do now is you want to make sure you mix everything in together. So you want to make sure that the meat gets pretty much to the bottom, so everything gets nice and coated. And wow, this smells amazing and also a little spicy. So I may be sweating a little bit as I do the taste test, but it smells amazing. So honestly, I don't mind. All right, so I'm gonna let this warm up for a little bit more, and again, I'm going to be adding the soy chorizo now. So I'm not gonna add too much just because there's a lot of meat in here, but again, I just want to experiment with different flavors. And I thought, why not? I have some soy chorizo, why not give it that extra flavor? So I figured, let's give it a try. So I'm probably gonna use about 1/4 of well, this is probably about half oops of the soy chorizo. So again, I think this is going to give it that extra meaty flavor. So all right, so I think this is pretty much almost ready. I'm just going to mix in the soy chorizo and then let this just boil for a little bit longer, and then I will plate it and give it a quick taste. But as you can see, guys, this looks amazing. So I think I made too much. So I'm gonna be having chili for a couple of days now, which I don't mind. So what I'm doing now is I'm letting it steam in its own juices. I've turned off the heat, but I'm leaving it in the same island thing. So as you can see, it's still kind of warming in there. So I'm just gonna let it stew in its own juices. And what I'm gonna do next, while it's doing that, I'm going to take a couple of slices of this, and I'm going to just finely slice them so I can throw them on top and just garnish the chili. So this is gonna be a really good one, guys, so I can't wait. All right, so as I mentioned, what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna finely slice a couple of the vegan cheddar cheese slices of cheese, and always be careful. And I think I'm gonna probably sprinkle in some into the chili now, so that way they melt, and then I'm just gonna garnish them, or garnish the chili at the very end with just a little bit more, so that I have a couple of pieces that are still not fully melted, and you guys can see how this cheese melts. And I promise you guys, this stuff tastes amazing. So, all right, I think we're almost done with today's cooking video, and I am sweating bullets. And it's not a cooking video unless Sway is sweating his neck off. So, all right, guys, so I'm gonna sprinkle some of these into the chili now, give it a few minutes, and then I'll bring you right back. So as you can see, the cheese has pretty much melted. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna just plate it, and I'm gonna sprinkle on a couple of these on top. And like I said, this looks just like regular cheese. And if you are lactose intolerant, this is also a great cheese for you because it tastes so good. All right, guys, so I think we're almost done. Let me plate it, and then I'll show you guys the final product, and we'll give it a quick taste test. Smells delicious. Now for the taste test. All right, guys, the moment of truth. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous about trying this because I can smell the spiciness, but it's all my own fault because I'm the one who made it. And as you can see, I'm still a little sweaty from cooking. So like I always say, if you guys need to do a little workout, get in the kitchen because that will definitely work you out. So let me give it a quick taste test and see what we think. Oh my God. Oh, okay. Let me do one more quick bite with the cheese. Okay, so the good news is, yes, it is spicy. However, it's not as spicy as I thought it was going to be. And it tastes really good. The burger really complements the soy chorizo, and everything in here just tastes just like a veggie chili, or tastes just like regular chili. And it's so good, you guys. So I've never done a veggie chili before. Oh, it's still hot from the actual bowl. I've never done a chili before using soy chorizo, so you may want to give that a try because it definitely gives it that extra flavor. And like I said, you guys always make it as you see fit for you. And I always sort of make things make things as I go. I think the chorizo was sort of a last minute addition, but it seems to definitely work for this dish. So, wow, even my glasses are getting foggy. Woo! Oh my God! But I promise you guys, it's really good. See? I don't want to spill it, but I'm definitely going to enjoy this right now because it's definitely a little cold out there. So this is a perfect meal for tonight. So again, Valerie, thank you so much for suggesting this meal to me. And again, guys, if you want me to make one of your favorite dishes, please do comment below because I definitely have a list of items that I need to make for you guys. So thank you so much. So I think that wraps up today's cooking video. Please don't forget to join the 99 Shopaholics. They're a great Facebook fan page, and they are so gracious that they allow me to post my videos on their Facebook group. So thank you so much to the 99 Shopaholics. They're definitely a great Facebook page. We have people from every state: California, Texas, Nevada, and Arizona. So people are posting their epic hauls in there, amazing finds just from different states, and just people also obviously post their meals that they make using items from the 99. So we can certainly get a lot of ideas there as well. So I would definitely give them a follow. If you don't already follow me on Sway to the 99 on Instagram, please do give me a follow there as well. Woo! Wow, it's still hot. But anyway, guys, so thank you again for watching. Please do hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and do leave me a comment, because I love to interact with all of you guys. And if you guys comment, be sure that I always comment back, because I love to interact with you guys. So thank you so much for watching. And if you did enjoy this video, please do share it with a friend who may enjoy cooking videos, because I do make cooking videos every single Wednesday using ingredients from the 99. And I will be back on Saturday for my store walkthrough and product reviews. So have a great rest of your week. And as always, don't forget to do the 99.